Hey everybody, welcome back to the warbossfitz channel. Today we are going to be looking at my Discord. It is the end of the month, and on my Discord I run a monthly painting contest slash giveaway. There's no like winners and losers. I just randomly pick somebody who put stuff in to get a prize. And last month was an interesting one. I was given this to paint. See that? Last month's winner decided to sculpt the logo of the channel. So it hasn't been painted yet because I've been falling behind on so much other stuff. I just haven't had time to do it yet. So that will be done today. And yes, you've caught me down here painting, wearing my cheaters because I'm old. But without further ado, let's go look at the stuff that the Discord has come up with this month. First up this month, we have Kadamon, who is working on another unit of mounted Eternal Wardens. So these are looking great. I love the color palette he's got going on here. All of them have different colors. Well, there's quite a few different color mounts. And then he sent in a full picture of what he has so far. So all these Eternal Wardens are mounted. This is going to be a fast-moving problem for one of his opponents. Next, we have Christopher Posnan, who sent in epic white scars that he worked on this month. Here we have a shot of the jet bikes, shot of some of the flyers and transports on the ground, along with a long shot of this, even more bikes and jet bikes, along with the troops in the back and jet bikes that were hiding behind this piece of terrain over here. And then a full group shot of what he has done so far. These are looking great. And as far as the epic scale OPR stuff goes, expect a video next week where I think I think somebody else solved the problem and let me in on it. So I will be letting you guys know how it works out. Next we have Connor Z808 with his tentacled monstrosity here. I mean, look at the hand versus the size of the model. This thing is massive. And then he is working on some Beastmen, so these are looking great. Can't wait to see how this turns out. Then we have Emily, who is trying to appeal to the judges here by bringing out some Orc Boys. Here's a full unit shot of these boys. I love the color palette going on here. The muted green along with the yellow and just the metallic of the guns along with the bases. Everything looks great. There's some more boys. A nice close-up so you can see the detail they're putting in here. These are definitely looking great. And then a final shot of them looking good. Excellent work. And then we have Face Eater, who says this month he got his hands on a whole goblin army. Let's check it out. One big angry meatball, followed by some very vibrant looking trolls. And then here we have a unit of angry meatballs with the riders on the back. Love the lances, love the contrast between the riders and the squigs here. And then we have a shaman dancing on a dead one, or an undead one. Maybe this is running around. You know, a squig skull running at you is not going to be a good day. Then we have Frog Wizard, who did a unit of Age of Fantasy Saurian warriors. And then a unit of Deinonychus riders. This is a real vibrant color scheme for them. We don't see these much because this is one of the newer units they've put out. But he did really good here. Looking great. Then we have Magic Mira with her menagerie of beastmen here. This is a specific army. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. So Magic Mira, if you're watching, which I'm pretty sure you are, put it in the comments down below. Here we have a unit of penguins. Looking real nice. This one, I like this one over here sliding around. Running the full color scheme of bears in this unit. We got Polar, Grizzly, and Kodiak, maybe Black Bear, I'm not sure, but it doesn't matter because he's got Ice Fist he's going to come and beat you up with. Another not so nice looking unit of penguins. These are awful. More tribal looking, especially with the human face, skin drum. A unit of walrus mages. And then rounding it out with some units of fairies and leaf wolves and these little rock guys back here that are just, dare I say it, cute. So I've printed and painted some of these models, the fairies. I know they can be a little finicky. So good job, Magic Mira. I always love seeing what you're coming up with. Next, we have Mitch Match, who is doing Goblin Reclaimers this month. Here we got a unit of tanks, and then a big scrap tank, and then a unit of 10 Goblin, I don't even know what they're called yet, Goblin Shooters, Goblin Looters, and then a 3-man unit over here. Here's a close-up of the tank. Close-up of one of the better put-together tanks, not quite so scrapped. 3 of his shooters. The 3 specialists he has down there, these look like they got shotguns, so I wonder what they're going to be like on the table. I know after you guys saw my TTS video where I fought against the Goblin Reclaimers, they can have some teeth. And then here we have a close-up of 5 of the shooters. Looking good, can't wait to see where this goes. Next we have Mr. Mean, who finished up this big green bloody monstrosity. Finished the basing and did some blood work on this unit here. Then he has a big angry demon bird. And then a fire, hell, magma elemental. Looking great. And then we have Noah, who did a Trench Crusade warband. The Grim Dark on this is 10 out of 10. Love the colors you're working with here. I love the blood and guts. I love the unit marker. I love the bases. And again on this one, same thing. Love the colors. Love the basing. Here, again, this is, no notes on this. These are looking great. I might have to ask you how you get that silver, or how you get the steel color going on there. And then this is his last unit, which is a mercenary. Excellent theme, excellent paint, 10 out of 10. Then we have Scott S, who is he's been on camera on the channel before. This is Scott you guys have seen playing with us. He says this is his test model. So he's going to be making a Battle Brothers army or a Prime Brothers army. I'm not sure which. And I can't wait to see what it looks like when it's all done. Then we have Set a Dragon with this giant alien hives thing. This is definitely not something you want to see in a dark alley. It looks like it might reach out and give you a kiss. Then we have Silent with Tree Men. Color scheme here is looking good. The bases are not quite done yet here, but they do finish later on in these pictures. This is his full army he has so far. I think it's his full army he has so far. And here they are finished up with bases. What a difference that makes. These bases look great, along with the finishing up of all the detail on these models. Excellent looking. Along with all the little dudes hanging out in the top of the trees. Here we have a Tree Man Ancient with a dragonfly over here. Again, bases are superb. And then a unit of very angry trees here. Looking great. And then we have S.J. White working on the Undead Halflings. This is a full army shot before paint really got involved. Also did some oil painting this month, he said, on the Hulk here, along with some cosplay armor pieces. Then we have a unit of zombie halflings, a unit of skeleton halflings, another unit of skeleton halflings, and then a final unit of skeleton halfling archers. These look great. I can't wait to see where this goes. Then we have Smuticus, which his stuff always looks good. He finished up his 2 steam tanks, finished up all the detailing, all the shading. Those definitely look like they're going to be doing some damage on the field. A unit of heavy cavalry from the duchies. I love the restricted color scheme on this. We got the steel color, we got copper, we got yellow, we got red, everything kind of on the same side of the color wheel. He makes it look great. And then a unit of City Guard. Again, that scheme is great. Always love seeing what you bring to the Discord. Then we have Tyranaholic with some war demons, with some big war demons. Here's 2 of them. And then he is working on a big old piece of terrain for him that looks like it is going to be excellent. Keep us updated. I want to see how that turns out. Then we have that guy once again working on his Emperor's Children army. Here we have a unit of jetpack dudes, looking good with the purple and the very clean looking white. Excellent. Then we have a sorcerer for his army. I love the way the blue and the pink and purple kind of bounce off of each other. And here is his whole army set up so far. Everything here looks great. Again, can't wait to see it on the board and see how that plays. Then we have the Gaunt Man working on some infected colonies. Here's the first picture. We got some shooters. We got 2 transports. I have no idea what these are supposed to be over here, but they look sufficiently infected. Then we have a flying transport, a unit of big guys. A close-up of some of the big guys, and then this thing here, which very tentacly, looking great. And then rounding it out with a unit of zombies and dogs. And then we have the Zenith, that this is the only picture he put in, but I have seen what he's working on. He's making his own custom Dow Union army, like making the files and everything. So for that alone, I'm putting you on the list. And I can't wait to see what more you produce. And speaking of Dow Union, we come to Dimmit, who starts off with a unit of drones. Excellent simple color scheme. Basing is great. A unit of grunts, again. Basing is excellent. And he's also started working on a bunny assassin. I can't wait to see how that turns out. And that brings us to the end of the pictures. So now we're going to head over to the picker wheel to see who gets this month's prize. So here's everybody on the list that sent in pictures this month. Well, let's go. This month's winner is Set a Dragon, so expect a DM. Well, you've probably already received it by now, but a DM from me, and we will talk about what you're going to win. And if any of you guys out there want to join in on this contest, just join the channel Discord. It's 100% free, and then put your work and production pictures into the monthly painting challenge section. Make a thread there. That way we can all look at what you're working on and see the progress. So that'll do it for me tonight, guys. I hope you had fun watching. Thanks for all the people contributing their pictures, and I hope you're having fun playing OPR wherever you are. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.